Greetings to all. We've a story to tell of a strange little place and its patrons who dwell. Call it madness or give it praise, all are welcome at the Solstice Cafe. So, as it goes, I am not a fan of Christmas. Not really, at least. Christmas is a time in which, despite my various mental issues, everyone expects me to be very happy. I am never very happy.
I see.
Yeah, so Christmas is bugger and a penny to me. However, this is a story about Christmas.
And not about you.
I was involved in this particular Christmas, so shush.
Sorry, please go on.
I will. So, Christmas. I was working that Christmas.
You were working on Christmas?
Yeah, there was a compromise. The owners arranged for someone to help me out with the home stuff, and I would work.
Why were you working?
Well, even in our world, people are alone at Christmas, so since I didn't like Christmas, I figured I would try to help other people.
Makes sense, I suppose.
Yeah. So, I was sat in the cafe surrounded by this quiet buzz, the feeling of mutual oddity in the air, and I was contented in a way. I just finished pouring a coffee for a gentleman when suddenly the door to the cafe was wildly kicked open by Phibes, who was dressed as Santa Claus, and who then proceeded to thrust himself into the cafe with presents bundled in his arms. "Hello, Phibes," I said, finding normalcy in the oddness.
Ho ho, fucking ho, bitches!
Phibes yelled out joyfully, almost drunk, I figured. "How goes it?"
Merry as shit.
"Wonderful. Beer?"
Yes, please.
I bent down and took out a beer for Phibes, opened it and handed it to him after he thrust the presents onto the counter.
Thank you, friendo.
"It's cool. I see you're in the holiday spirit."
I am indeed. I love this time of year. Even got you a present.
"You did?"
Yes, I did.
Phibes dug through the mound of presents and took out a long box and handed it to me. I looked at it. It was wrapped beautifully, like genuinely beautifully. I didn't think Phibes had it in him. White-coloured paper with elegant silver detailing and a red shimmering ribbon tied around it, becoming a bow at the centre, and on the top had a gift tag reading, "To Dean, much love and kisses from your friend Phibes." Much love and kisses.
God damn it, Angel!
Oh, okay then, Phibes. I unwrapped the present and saw a long wooden box about the length of my arm with a golden engraving on the top. Ender of Worlds. I stared at the box quizzically before opening it. I looked at the thing inside. "Phibes, what is this?"
That, my dear friend, is from my finest collection.
It is an 1866 Winchester lever-action rifle. Powerful, beautiful, accurate. A true, wonderful friend.
I took the rifle out of the box and held it in my hands. It was weighted in such a way that, for some reason, it made me feel instantly like it was an extension of my own arm.
You like it?
I don't know if I like guns, at least not using them, but...
Feels good, don't it?
It does.
Now, guns are a big responsibility, my boy. Can't be playing with it. Gotta treat this baby like a fine lady. Gotta respect her, know her needs. Listen to her.
Take it to bed with you?
No, you son bitch. What I was gonna say is you gotta know that you're both right sometimes. Sometimes she know best, sometimes you do. Gotta understand that.
How so?
You don't shoot unless you both agree on it.
What?
Well, she'll do what she does.
Is she sentient? I asked sarcastically.
Anyway, beer's nice.
Phibes, is this gun sentient? We were suddenly interrupted by a thing. Pot man, pot fish. The thing stumbling into the cafe and moving closer to the counter with wet, splashing footsteps.
Hello?
The thing said. "Hi, welcome to the Solstice Cafe. Name's Dean. What can I get for you?"
Oh, I've travelled a long way to come here.
"Oh, where you from?"
Little town, you won't know it.
"Oh?
Innsmouth.
Huh. Is that a fishing town or something?"
You could say that, yeah.
I might visit someday. Anywho, what can I get for you?
I am the messenger, the happy servant of the elders, the deep ones. Ya Dago, Ya Hadra, Ya Yakatholo. Fatumane Malachna, Kotule, Lefa Nachwalach, Yistemlasna. A cappuccino and a bran muffin.
Sure, I'll get right on that, mate, for you.
Cheers.
Look, I went behind the counter and started making a cappuccino and a brown muffin for the fish fellow, when suddenly the door burst open again. We all looked to the door. Myself, Phibes, the cafe goers and the fish fellow, and suddenly there was a loud yell.
Ho, 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 crap!
Santa! Phibes ran towards a rotund man dressed as Santa with a large white beard.
Oh, hello, my boy. Could you help me up?
Phibes helped up the big man, and I from behind the counter asked, "Are you Santa?"
Yes, my boy, I am.
Really?
Well, who else would I be?
Literally anyone with the amount of money to afford a Santa suit around this time of year, because it's December.
When you were H, you wanted marbles because you knew I'd be stressed out.
Okay, a member of the NSA with enough money to afford a Santa suit around this time of year because it's September.
Fine.
From his bare hand, he conjured up a scroll from thin air and unrolled it.
The naughty and nice list.
I'm on the NAS list. Can I please be on the NAS list, Santa? Come on, please.
Phibes, my boy, that's not important right now.
Is there something wrong, Santa? Do you need my guns?
Phibes,
Yes, Dean.
shut up!
Sorry, Dean.
Santa, what's up?
Oh, my
He
boy,
began as he walked to the counter and ordered a brandy.
I'm afraid Christmas might be cancelled.
Oh, God, no.
Phibes!
Sorry, Dean.
Go on, Santa, please.
There's a man on my naughty list, and he's trying to end Christmas.
Phibes! Sorry. Santa, please.
There's a private detective. He's angry with me, I fear.
Why?
Oh, he's upset because apparently I snubbed him when he was a child.
Snubbed him?
Well, his letter to me this Christmas read thusly.
Dear Mr. So-called Santa, at the age of 7 I asked for a red mountain bike and you left me nothing. I've always sought revenge, Santa, and this year I shall have it. Ho, 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 bitch! Signed, Lucius. But you didn't give him a present?
I did, I know I did. But I fear his father removed it. His father was always on my naughty list.
Well, can we not find him? Sit him down, explain it, give him a good Christmas?
Sadly, I fear not.
Why not, Santa?
He sold his soul to Satan in return for a group of demon soldiers.
Well, fuck.
I know.
Okay, so, Santa, wait 1 second. I turned behind me and grabbed the cappuccino and the muffin and handed it to the fishman. So, Santa, what do you need us to do?
I just want to help him, but he won't stop until I'm dead.
Don't you worry, Santa. We will protect you.
Phibes looked towards me, expecting me to tell him to shut up. I just nodded to him.
We're gonna save Santa.
So I reckon the plan should be, we keep Santa here. Phibes, you man the door, I'll stay behind the counter and watch the... And suddenly, I noticed the street outside was ever so slightly on fire. Well, it seems the road's ablaze, and that is not usually a good sign.
Oh, that's true, yes.
Replied Santa. From outside, a man spoke with a voice loud enough to penetrate the windows and doors of the cafe. Santa! Come outside, you what a bastard! Come and meet your fate!
Oh no, it's Lucius and his demon army!
Don't you fret, Santa. We gonna defend you till the death.
I shall give you to the count of 3. If you do not leave the cafe, I shall send in the demons to remove you and kill your little cohorts. There was silence in the cafe. 1, 2, demons, slaughter! Suddenly, demons, red-skinned, thick leathery wings, sharp claws and treacherous fangs, they charged, slobbering and snarling towards the cafe. Phibes smiled, took up his guns and sighed.
For Santa!
I sighed as well, but figured as war cries go, it was okay. I took the rifle and began aiming. 5 demons broke through, and 5 began to laugh maniacally as he began to fire. I was not exactly a dab hand with a rifle at the first shot, at the leg. Felt kind of bad actually. 5 was popping heads as I charged in and I hit mostly kneecaps. It changed them all of a sudden.
Feels good, don't it, Chippet?
5 cried. All at once I snarled, smiled and began popping heads right alongside 5's and I was laughing. We must have killed 20 demon fuckers before they stopped charging. We stared outside, corpses turning to dust in the doorway, blood on the tiles, gun smoke in the air, and suddenly a colossal beast stomped forwards, towering over the cafe, staring down at us, literal flaming eyes. He was a terrific beast whose growl was like thunder. How the fuck do we kill that son of a bitch?
I have no idea.
Suddenly from behind us, the fish fellow groaned.
Give us a second.
Suddenly, the sky turned from blood red to toxic green and black. Lightning struck and rain poured upon the earth like a plague. What's happening? There was a terrific thunder like the sky itself was tearing apart, and the rain grew heavier as though the sea itself was pouring from the heavens. And suddenly, a great, slimy, grandiose skin cliff of a leg slammed down from the heavens into the tarmac road. It was followed by a second leg slamming down, throwing up pieces of road. A claw the size of a small supermarket grabbed onto the roof of the cafe and pulled it off. Staring down from the hellish heavens was the great mound of green, bulbous, wet, leathery hide, bile yellow eyes and tentacles from its face that were the size of fairies. Looking upon his face was a terrifying ordeal for most. Ah! You! I presume you are the recipient of the brand muffin. There was a thunderous roar, and the fish fellow turned to the great beast and yelled to him.
Yeah, Cthulhu. The beasts you see with the wings and reddened skin, others not such beasts that are between you and the muffin that is bran.
Cthulhu, the great beast, roared, and then after placing the roof back onto the cafe, he turned to the demonic beast, the one that wasn't Cthulhu, and war began. The war that occurred was that of legend. Claws were thrust, fangs were dug into the skin, rain and fire and lightning stormed from the sky, pain and insanity ran rampant in the air, and there was hellish blood all over the goddamn place. It only ended when the demon, thrashing in pain, swung wildly at Cthulhu, who dodged, grabbed the demon, lifted him high into the air and threw him up, further, higher into the air, and then caught him in his mouth and swallowed him whole. Cthulhu purred happily, came back to the cafe, took the cappuccino and the bran muffin, thanked me politely, and disappeared back into the sky. What just happened?
Cthulhu just happened, mate. Well, have a nice day, fellas.
The fish man said as he quietly slipped his way out of the cafe. That was... Okay then. We still got one problem.
What?
Asked Santa. Well, Lucius is still outside. And he was. He was standing outside the door growling angrily. Santa stood up.
Oh, boys, you've done so much for me, including summoning the Elder Gods.
Technically, we didn't do that.
The point is, you've both earned your place on the nice list, but I must finish this myself. I shall go out, and I shall face my fate. Thank you for all you...
We both turned to stare at Phibes, whose barrels were smoking, and we looked over and saw Lucius missing a great U-shaped piece of head slumping to the floor. We stared in stunned silence until Phibes spoke.
No one hurts Santa.
With everything cleaned up, well, for the most part, Santa thanked us, gave me a bag of marbles, and as a present for Phibes, let him watch as he wrote Phibes Noire on the nice column of the naughty and nice list, and then thanked us again and left to complete Christmas. Myself and Phibes sat at the counter, the only two left in the cafe since everyone mostly ran when guns were being fired. We drank some beers and relaxed. "Hey, Phibes," I said finally.
Yes?
He replied. "Why do you call me Shepherd back there?"
Well, you see...
Hey, Dean.
A voice behind us called. I turned and saw an average-sized being behind me. Ocean Depths blue button-down shirt, black waistcoat, dishevelled tie. "Oh, Flynn! I do hope you weren't giving too much fucking trouble."
Nah, it's all good.
Thanks for doing that for me. I really appreciate it.
It's all good. I need the money anyway.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm understaffed here. I'm running myself ragged pretty much consistently. I could use some help, and the pay is really good.
It is?
Yeah, I can ask the guys if you like.
That would be awesome.
Flynn smiled at me, a great beaming smile, and it was that moment I thought to myself, you know, he really does suit his fangs. Episode 4 of the Solstice Cafe was written by Logan Caulfield and Matthew Duggan. The voice of Dean was Logan Caulfield. The voice of Lucius was Logan Caulfield. The voice of Phibes Noire was Matthew Duggan. The voice of the Interviewer was Matthew Duggan. The voice of Jeremy, the Fishman, was also Matthew Duggan. The voice of Santa Claus was Steve Jones 313. The voice of Flynn was the Artifical Hero. Thank you for listening to Episode 4 of the Solstice Cafe. Tune in next time.